Good evening, Magic fans, and welcome to another night of Magic the Gathering action here at Epic Gaming. Tonight, we're going to be playing some Standard. Got some quests to do. I've got red spells in my deck. I've got creature spells in my deck. Don't have any black or blue spells in my deck, but we can save that for later. Power through as many matches as possible. Get as many of the quests done as possible. And then as soon as all our quests are done, Christian will have all the coins he needs for his next night of drafts. Alright, let's look at this hand. I got a pair of 1-drops, pretty okay 2-drop, pretty okay. Actually, this is Grid on 2 if I have Innkeeper still in play. Grid on 3 if I still have Innkeeper in play. I need to draw 2 lands by the time I get the Questing Beast. A red source and a green source. Yeah, hand should be solid. From the play, excellent. That means unless they have Mountain into Shock, Mountain Shock, we are good. Unfortunately, this is a Lurrus deck, which makes me a little scared. Ooh, Duress. They don't have any cards they can hit. What a fool. Playing Duress. I'm going to draw a card. Draw me a land. Not a land, but it's a 2-drop for next turn if I don't draw a land. 2-drop of Haste for next turn. And with that Duress, it kind of tells me they're kind of like they probably aren't going to be depositing their hand very quickly. Can't cast spells from anywhere other than my hand. So I'm not going to be setting my creatures on adventures because I won't be able to get them back. But I will just continue to play them because they're pretty good. Yeah, let's play a 5/5 and draw a card. Ooh. Fun one for next turn. You want to block? Awesome. I love the free damage. Any land next turn gives me Great Henge, which again then gives me Scavenging Ooze. Or I can just play a Questing Beast off of any land I draw. No land is a little unfortunate. So do I want to attack with... I want to attack my Lovestruck Beast this turn. I want to continue to attack. So we're playing the Brushfire Elemental. I don't have a land to follow it up with, but that doesn't matter. Because I'll be able to swing with both of these guys, because now then I'll have a 1/1 for my Lovestruck Beast. And just all of the damage. Also, this gets over top of the Danrith because it can't be blocked by small things. Sorry, Dranith. He's going to trade off with the Rimrock, which is fine. Come on, 1 land. 1 land. We'll gladly take a Fabled Passage. Hey, I found the 1 land. Cool part is double white does not mean they have removal for this Questing Beast. So 7 damage is going to be coming through here. And that should all but wrap up this game. Oh no. Rats of Control have Menace. Yeah, doesn't matter. Cool. Let's play 1 more creature for giggles. Not seeing a second red source this game was a little just. I didn't see the lands I wanted to see this game. Still turned out just fine for me. This is when they have a righteousness. Oh goodness, what does this do? Okay, toughness. It's deal damage with the toughness. That's fine. Well, if it has vigilance. Okay. That was about to be terrifying. Of like solid footing, give it vigilance, cast righteousness, make it huge, block, gain 14 life. So this questing beast doesn't get is currently unblockable. Same thing with his brush fire. So they need to do something to buff their guys. I don't think they have a way of doing so. Yep, that's just game. Ooh, you can just do this. Let's circumnavigate combat. Like, no, your spell doesn't get the resolve. I'm going to concede, which is fair. The best counter spell is conceding in response. They don't even get to resolve their spell. Wait, why is this turned up? Turn that down appropriately. Okay, but where's that put audio levels? Wow, audio levels are quiet now? Okay. Fine, we'll put that to 2. Alright, let's see. I got 3 lands. I can hold this till turn 3 for this brush fire. Play a robber on 2. Play a 1/1 on 1. So, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Love it. And this is going to be huge on turn 3. And I've got another one to follow up. Ooh. I like it. Another Luris deck. Okay. Now this one is different. Definitely seems a little bit different. That's fine. So don't play this untapped. Get the robber in play and hold on to this. Or this can just be a red source later. Yeah. Do this now. Get my robber in play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have also 5, so I'm not actually swinging this turn. Actually, if these trade, I'm not so far behind. Yeah, I'm okay if we take this trade. Because if we don't, that's 2 damage on them, and sure they can now start cycling things and shooting me, which is what this deck is. It's the cycle deck. Okay. That's fine. So all that did was they took the 2 damage so they could deal 2 damage to me, 3 damage to me next turn, and then swing in. Do I want to take... Oh, okay. They're not swinging. Why didn't they swing? That was a free swing for them. Okay. That's fine. Brushfire Elemental. Let's see. I'm not a red source, so let's grab another green source. 4 to their less than 4. Perfect. More than 4, rather. Oh, I hit a land. Dang it. Was really hoping for something to do off of that. Excellent. No more damage for them. And actually, getting this Scavenging Ooze is going to be super helpful. Because now I can begin chipping away at the cards in their graveyard that have cycling. So they can't get to the point where they can use... Zenith Flare to finish up the game. I want as much damage as possible going at my opponent, so I'm going to pay 3 life to have a questing beast. I'm not swinging with the human yet, because they have a 1/1 that can chump it. Ooh, they're taking the trade. So all these trades my opponent is taking now is really good for me. They're not going to get nearly enough cards into their graveyard that have cycling on them to kill me with a Zenith Flare. And they're just throwing away a lot of their really powerful, valuable resources by doing so. Because if every turn they play like a creature of cycling, cycle a card or 2, get 1 or 2 triggers for that card, that's nowhere near the numbers they need to actually close out this game. So... think the better line here, I think I do want to do a Scoos soon, but I want to start drawing cards. I'm at 14. They still only have 3 mana. Okay, now they're at 4 mana, so now they can cast down a Flare. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards. So if they have 2 Zenith Flares, they win the game over the course of 2 turns. There's the first Zenith Flare. They're going to shoot my Questing Beast. I have another Questing Beast, which is going to make them feel very silly there. So I'm going to do it again. This 4 goes unblocked. This 5 will connect. Well, connect isn't the right word. It'll hit something. So that's 1 Zenith Flare out of the way. God, they'd be at 2 life if they didn't have the first one. Now next turn, I'm going to definitely be playing the Scavenging Ooze. Maybe not now. I start shooting these things down, keep them from doing stiff. Ooh, Fabled Passage lets me get multiple triggers on this Brush Fire. And then I'll still have 3 mana afterward to be able to Scoos get an activation. Green, green, green. Yeah. Brush Fire. Land. Activate. Tap, tap. Play. Tap. Activate. Let's eat this guy so I can gain a life and reduce their potential damage. These are unblockable. Oh, these are not unblockable. Let's see. I can swing it for everything. I have replacements for these. I'm not doing the math. I'm not going to try to figure out the blockers. That's their job. As the aggressor, I have the privilege of saying, the math doesn't matter. They're probably dead. So let me get to block 1 of my 2 threats in the form of Brush Fire and Questing Beast. Another block goes to the Love Struck. Something's going to trade with a... Yeah, big damage. They lose their board. Well, not quite. They still have a healer, which is fine. You can have a healer as a treat. They're going to cycle, try to find an answer. They do 1 cycle, draw the Zenith Flare, use the Zenith Flare, kill the Questing Beast, gain 10 life, cycle, get the 1 trigger on the Danrith. Yep. Like they had a line. They dug for their outs. I didn't like how they were playing earlier on in the game. I felt like the trades they took were a little unnecessary. They're being a little too conservative with their early life totals. But it's also a deck that you just have to, you gotta hope that the top 20 cards of your library are exactly what you want them to be. That there's 4, maybe 6 lands, and then every card says cycle, and there's 2 Zenith Flares. And if that's the top 20 if that's the top 20, 30 cards of your library, perfect, you win. If it's not, it's a bit tricky. All right, I can go turn 1 Lovestruck Beast, turn 2 land Brush Fire. This is awkward because I don't have an untapped land on 3 for the Lovestruck. And while that gives me 5 towards the Great Henge, doesn't give me the rest I need. This Fire Prophecy might be bad depending on what my opponent is playing. I feel like this hand could be better. I'm going to look for a better hand. Okay, this is a better hand. I don't need it to... okay, who's going first? I was not paying attention. I don't need 2 1-drops. don't have any adventure cards to go with them either. Ooh, I see. Well, I drew it again. That's fine, though. They're going to go... Ooh, blue source. I don't like that. I'll take it. That's fine. Okay, cast something. Gosh, dang you. Okay. Play a red source. They have counterspell. They didn't have counterspell. What do they have then? Ah, slow counterspell. I see. It's gonna be one of those games. Teamer Adventures. I don't have a creature that can trade into this. So we're going to go like this for now. They didn't do a combat, which is weird. 2 mana, they can't do this, but they can unsummon again if they have another Brazen Borrower. I want to draw a card. Ooh, no lands. That's a predicament. Oh, my opponent did not have a second Brazen. That's good. I still have a Beanstalk, though. That's going to be a problem later. Yep, there's that problem. Oh, and no. They're just casting another, bringing another adventure. Continuing to ramp out their lands. Oh, boy. I've got a feeling that I've got about a turn before my opponent wins the game. I do have overwhelming card advantage, but it's not actually overwhelming. My opponent has all of the lands in play, and they have spells to back it up in their hand. So I'm a little scared there. However, land, this goes up by 2, this goes down by 2. To cast this, they don't have mana to counter it. Ooh, okay. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm back in this game. Trade? Trade? Oh, yes, get this 5/5 out of here. Ah, oh, thank goodness. Now they're going to just jam Beanstalker Giant. Beanstalk Giant. Turn after turn for the rest of the game, which is scary. Oh, or just more Lovestruck Beasts. That's fine. Land. Questing Beast. Draw a card. I only have 3 mana. So I can just cast this. It's a 6/6. And draw a card. And for next turn, I have so much now. I don't have another Questing Beast in hand, so I don't want to sacrifice it. Oh, okay. Sure. I will... Yeah, that's on by me. Ah, they're a Genesis Ultimatum deck. I see. That's what they were trying to do. 1, 2, 3 lands. I got 3 lands and a Lovestruck Beast. Well, the things they could have got there, not the scariest. All right, I'm going to draw some cards and try to kill my opponent. Yeah. Sure, that's fine. I'm not casting this Rimrock, I guess. Don't have a landfall creature for me to get a bunch of value off of this. That's fine. We're just going to grab this mountain. And we're going to play this robber. One, two, three, four. I can cast both halves, so I will, just to get a maximum amount of bodies in play. You got it, sir. You can find yourself a singular Magic the Gathering card from your deck. Put it in play. Get another 6/6. Ooh, that's retros for next turn. I'll click the all attack button. I have no fear. They're taking the trade there. How do they want to deal with this my 6/6? So I also have another 6/6 worth of damage between my robbers. Okay, okay. Now I don't have a love. Whip. Ooh, there's the Embercleave. Excellent. Also, if I wanted to do a Shatterskull Smashing, what does that look like? Put this red source in play. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So this would be 7, so I can do, it would be 7 damage to 2 creatures. Be killing off both of these 2, or killing off these 2. I can kill off 2 of his creatures. Or I can swing out with the entire party, throw an Embercleave on a body, and see what happens. Make a 7/7 of double strike. I like that. Yeah. Combat. Don't need to attack here. I want to attack everything else though, because this being a 4/4 double striker is pretty good too. And also just cost reduction. Also, they have 3 blockers. Make them use all 3 blockers. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna keep this one alive. Ah, they're double. Oh no, they're not double blocking. Ah, that's how they're going to choose the block. Okay. They have 1, 2. Oh, they have 3 mana open, and a single card in hand. What do they have? What's the bet? Well, let's see if they have something for the Embercleave. It resolves. Well, let's kill them. Attempt to kill my opponent. There's the Brazen Borrower. Okay. That's fine. A Rimrock to guarantee a trade here. And boom. I'll cast this Lovestruck Beast. And that'll be turn. Oh, dang, I could have gotten both halves of it. I thought I had enough mana. I miscounted my mana. Well, visually wasn't paying enough attention to my mana to determine that I could have. Okay. Okay. You've got one big boy. That is certainly true. But have you considered that I have many boys? And you don't have the mana to properly deal with what I'm doing. I will proceed to Wombat. You have lost this game. There are no fog effects in this standard. Do not block. Just take your lethal damage. That was scary. I did not think I was going to be able to finagle my way through that match. Thankfully, opponent did not have their Genesis Ultimatum didn't give them much of anything, and then that's pretty much it. Their Genesis Ultimatum didn't give them enough, and we just had enough consistent pressure. Being able to get the Great Henge into play when we did definitely allowed me to be able to just push through the rest of the game. All right, what do I have here? What do I have? I have nothing on 1, so I have a tap mount on 1, and then I play a forest on